What else? Heart failure symptoms in babies, infant.
Difficulty in breathing, reduced
Mm-hmm.
effort tolerance.
How can reduce effort tolerance in
Drink-
babies? Is it very
drinking
easy?
milk.
Is it very easy to gauge effort tolerance in babies? They don't do much, very much,
They cannot
right?
crawl.
Yeah. This one, I don't probably can roll over. That's all. Not even creeping yet. So it's very difficult to gauge reduce effort tolerance. So the reduce effort tolerance basically the feeding lah. Slower feeding means reduce effort tolerance lah. So instead of saying reduce effort tolerance, slow feeding, slow to finish the milk. Usually 5 to 10 minutes, right? Babies 5-10 minutes finish already. This one mother said 20 minutes baru habis. Okay, then in between stop. Most of the baby they don't stop one. Suck. 30 can as usual. This one they become breathless when they do the sucking. Sucking take a lot of energy. Babies spend energy sucking during feeding lah. So suck a lot. Tired, sweating. Stop breathing. You have to take a breath. Become more tachymic. You see the breathing when the patient feeding, they will be definitely more tachymic when they are at rest.
Just now also got that for me.
Yes, even when sleeping, the breathing effort still increase, but not bit of mild recession. So I expect it become more lah when patient is feeding. Expected, right? So poor feeding, interrupted feeding, sweating during feeding, tachypneic during feeding, slow weight gain. So the weight gain 220 grams for the past 23 days. So about 9 grams per day. Not enough. What's the usual amount of weight grams in infant? Especially the first 3 months? This one in PIDS protocol. If you read the PIDS protocol, for sure you'll find the answer. I can give you the answer, but I don't want. You go and find it. No need to spoon feed everything.
How many calories need to drink per kg per day?
Sorry?
How many calories need to drink per kg per day?
No, in normal children, you probably need 80 to 100 kilocal per kilo per day. In normal children, but in unwell children, patient with any problem, chronic diseases, congenital heart disease, they probably need more than 100 to 120. Sometimes we push up until 140, 150 kilocal per kilo per day. So definitely I'm targeting more than 100 lah. So Calorie, problem with Calorie, the energy supplement, mean you give extra energy on top of the milk. The problem with Calorie is diarrhea. Mother said Calorie 1.5 scoop start diarrhea again. Okay, so probably they need to rest for a while before can restart lah. But I'll restart slow. But I expect even half scoop, there's still diarrhea. Then the next choice is the high calorie milk lah. So the high calorie milk is basically your Pediasure kind of milk. So Pediasure, I think ensure also all the high calorie milk lah. Okay, this high calorie means 1 meal equal to 1 kilocal, means 1-to-1 ratio. Normal formula 0.67, 0.60. Breast milk probably around that region as well. Okay, but the post-discharge formula in prime probably a bit higher, 0.7 or 0.74 or something like that lah. So a bit higher. That one for premature lah, because they need more energy. Because post-discharge formula a bit different, they have a bit more energy, a bit more nutrients, a bit more minerals, like potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphate and all that lah. They probably have higher content of it lah, post-discharge formula.
This one is correct of calorie intake for children.
That's what I said.
This one is normal one.
Yes, 80. I'm generalizing here. 80 to 100 kilocal in general for normal children lah. So for sick children, patient with congenital heart disease, patient with chronic lung disease, patient with chronic diseases lah, whatever it is, liver problem, lung problem, kidney problem, they probably need more than 100 to achieve a good weight gain. Because poor weight gain tak bagus, you don't have enough nutrition to fight off infection, because the energy is spent to fight off the disease. And energy losses because congenital heart disease, because there is more energy because of heart failure, liver failure, any failing organ use up more energy lah.
How to decide the calorie need to for this disease patient?
Sorry?
How to decide for this disease patient how many calories we need per day?
Hey, you just target lah, the more than 100.
More than 100.
Ah,
More than 100. Okay.
definitely more than 100. There are target 100 to 120 first. Kalau still not good, then probably need higher, 120 to 140 up to 150. Okay. So if you see weight gain tak bagus, you need to find out what's the cause of poor weight gain. Is it feeding issue? Is it feeding issue can be poor feeding, sucking problem, or is it preparation problem? They dilute the milk. That one is most common thing parents do. They constipate a bit, they dilute the milk. So you dilute the milk, not enough nutrition lah. Because calories is volume wise a lot, but not enough calorie inside. Because diluted mah. By right, normal the usual scoop, one scoop 30 ml. But some the bigger scoop probably one scoop 60 ml. It depends on the how panjang is the scoop lah. Okay, but usual normal scoop tu one scoop 30 ml. Then they dilute, kalau they dilute, put 180 water, give 3 scoop only. Diluted lah, not enough energy. Right, because you kenyang, but half an hour habis already spend the energy, right? Compared to if you put the adequate portion lah. Okay. So and the only reason they need to dilute the milk is patient already overweight or patient obese, but in the process of weaning down the milk, then I advise them to dilute the milk lah. Until the behavior change over time, you enforce the behavior change, cannot to stop the milk, then you can dilute the milk for a while until they cut down the frequency. After that, they can stop straight away lah. Because obese child, they don't need milk already because they probably solid food too much. Those obesity children, basically, they are just excessive energy intake lah. It's more of that rather than. Yeah, there is other factors like sedentary lifestyle. They just sitting in the house. They don't go outside. Don't do activity. Don't play. You see, the children nowadays just on the iPad and all that. Okay. Then another factor is once childhood obesity. If child got obese, probably the adult also on the obese overweight side. It's a family thing rather than
dietary.
Yeah, I mean dietary the same. Okay lah, they all sleep late. Right, you sleep late, you become hungrier. True or not? When you sleep, if you sleep at 12, by 12 you makan pukul 8. By 4 hours later, you're hungry already. Then you makan sama, then you go to sleep. What happened to the energy? Become fat lah. True or not? Yes. Yeah. Cannot lah. You don't use much energy also during sleep.
After the calorie is how much?
One scoop is 8 kilocal.
One scoop is 8 kilocal.
Yeah, MCT oil also 1 meal 8 kilocal.
Sorry, what is the MCT?
MCT oil.
MCT oil.
1 meal also 8 kilocal. Yeah, that's coconut oil also. There's so many things lah. I think can't remember what else. Myotin also. I can't remember myotin berapa. Probably around 8 juga or 4. Can't remember.
So if they plus the formula meal is total of one scoop add into the milk. Plus the calorie in the milk is 0.67, then it's 0.67.
Okay. If you want to try to count, you can count. This patient take 90 meals, 3 hourly, so basically 8 times per day. So how much the volume total per day?
720.
720. So 720 times
6.64.
0.67 yeah, 0.67. How much you get?
Uh, 482.4.
Sorry?
482.4.
482 kilocal per day. Then how to get per kilo per day? You divide by the weight lah. The current weight is 4.9.
98.4.
So already 98.
98.45 kilo
Ah.
per kilo per day.
Yes. So 98 already, right?
Yeah.
Even with that, still the weight
Oh,
very poor weight
so
gain.
without the calorie also.
Yes.
Weight gain.
Alright. Okay. So if I give one scoop every feeding, how many scoops per day she got?
One scoop every feeding for 8 times.
8 times. So 8 times.
8 scoops. 8 times. One scoop is 30 mil.
One scoop 8 kilocal.
8 kilocal.
No, you just tambah into 90 meals, one scoop Calorie. So you just got extra 8 lah. Understand? No, you do every feeding, one scoop every feeding. You don't worry about the dilution because dilution is 90 mils, right?
Yeah.
For the milk. So on the 90 mil, you tambah one scoop.
Just 8 calorie inside lah.
8 calorie inside lah. So 8 calorie extra, do it 8 times per day.
8 times per
So
day.
8 times 8, 64. 64 by, divide by 4.9.
13.
13. So 98 plus 13, so you got 111 lah. So more than 100 already lah per kilo per day. That's how we calculate. That's the simple calculation lah. By milk lah. So milk is easier lah, but once patient start feeding, a bit difficult already. Sometimes the energy from the food is I probably will leave it to the dietitian to do lah. But most of the time, milk pediatrician can do the calculation already. Okay.
Breastfeed cannot. Breastfeed cannot.
Breastfeed around point. Breastfeed. The problem breastfeed, you don't know the volume. Because by demand, right? Unless they express, they give, then you can count. But if direct breastfeeding cannot count, how to count? We don't know how much volume patient is drinking. Okay. So if I change the formula, the feed to infant training, if let's say she's still taking 90 every 3 hours.
720 divided by 4. 146.
146 already. So very high calorie, right? 146 per kilo per day. So they should be able to get the weight gain enough lah. Okay. So in a patient congenital heart disease, we won't give more than the requirement lah. Requirement total fluid is 150 the maximum lah. The one you need to know lah. Day 1 of life, what's the total fluid? Day 2 of life, what's the total fluid? 6 months of life, what's the total fluid? Okay, we won't give extra lah. But I won't restrict either. Children need to grow. So we won't restrict like adult one. The most we restrict pun up to 120. Maybe if patient admitted, probably we go 100 lah. But 120, 150, we will probably keep around that region. Okay, in the total fluid in children we're going to have, because they want them to grow. We don't want to restrict. If you have restriction issue, you need to give high calorie milk lah. That's one of the option lah.
For the restriction need to give to the heart disease.
Sorry?
Congenital heart disease. For free restriction.
Yeah. Because heart failure.
Yes.
The rest I'm not sure. Liver failure, they restrict or not? You ask them. I don't know.